Let's make history. We use words all the time and don't fully understand the origin of the word. So in a sense, you could say as what the word actually means is what it originally was intended to mean. Because that's how the word was born. That's how it came into existence. So let's take the word dude, for example. Dude is linked back to the song Yankee Doodle Dandy, defined as a person young that would dress in a way to try to aspire to dress like the wealthier classes, however, would get it all wrong and ended up looking like a fool. This song goes way back before even the American Revolution, and doodle is a word that after a while began to replace the word dandy. Dandy is a man who is overly concerned with his appearance. The lyrics of the song Yankee Doodle Dandy is basically poking fun. That's why the lyric goes, put a feather in his hat and called it macaroni. Macaroni was a famous wig that the elite wore during that period, and it was essentially saying that they'll take something as cheap as a feather, as common as a feather, put it in their hat and think it's a sense of fashion. It's funny because when I came across this information, first thing that came to my mind was hip-hop, mainstream hip-hop, because and old school hip-hop. As I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, and even still today, hip-hop is all about basically all the stuff that you wish you had, sometimes that you do have, or a lot of the stuff that you wish you had, and then you just exaggerate that even further just for fun, and that's fine. But it's the nature of the culture, which is also the nature of the word dude. It was derogatory. It was totally 100% considered an insult. As a matter of fact, in the late 1800s, back in Montreal, Canada, somebody took someone to court, tried to file a lawsuit against somebody for referring to them in public as a dude. Down the line, it became something quote unquote cool or fashionable or common. As the 20th century approached, people began to embrace the term. Mostly really the people who the term was directed at. They began to embrace it, and slowly dude morphed into a term of endearment amongst the lower classes. Then as the 30s and 1940s rolled in, so on the East Coast began to use the word. As the word spread towards the West Coast, it even created something called a dude ranch, which is where people from out east would go out west just to experience firsthand the whole cowboy lifestyle, the whole ranch life. And they were looked at as a joke, as comical. Like, look at these city people act like we're the ones who are uneducated, and they're the ones come out here and don't know their ass from their elbow. So it continued to be derogatory in that sense. After Hispanics and blacks began to popularize the term even further during the whole Zoot Suit era, then surfers picked it up, and eventually it just became a common thing amongst the countercultures of America. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to Will Flores TV on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and X.